Baume Mercier released their Clifton collection at SAHH in 2013. The Clifton collection is inspired by the brand's mid-century references, but the new models in the Clifton collection also feature some contemporary elements. This year at SIHH, Baume Mercier introduced a couple of new additions to the Clifton series, one being this very handsome and very elegant chronograph, the Clifton 10129. There's a lot to love about this watch, from its looks to its price, so I'm truly thrilled to be reviewing this today. The Clifton Chrono features a 43mm stainless steel case. For a lineup that takes its inspirations from 1950s dress watches, I was a little concerned that maybe they went too far with the case width. The 43mm width is likely to be the chief complaint of this model, and as a dress watch I would agree it's too big, but it wears incredibly well. I tend to prefer the 40 to 42mm range, but this 43 wears perfectly. It's about 14mm thick and 50mm lug to lug. Baume Mercier did a great job on the case finishing, utilizing mostly brush surfaces and then introducing mirror polished details that highlight and accentuate the shape and curves of the case. Even the pushers are polished on the sides and brushed on the top where the fingers would press. There's a lot of detail in the case finishing and I appreciate that. Dome sapphire on top, absolutely invisible, and another sapphire for the exhibition case back. You can see the Valjoux 7750 and a very reliable and economical automatic chronograph movement that contributes to a really approachable price point. You'll see heavy perlage in the plating, but the rotor leaves much to be desired. It's rather plain, especially compared to the skeletonized rotors on the new Kaplan chronos. The silver sunburst dial is clean and balanced. It's the blue hands, I think, that pull you into it. Most of the time they're dark blue, almost black, but in the right light they can be more playfully bright. The silver dial has a subtle sunburst pattern to it that makes it the perfect backdrop for the blued hands. Very legible and sophisticated. It's a 7750, so at 9 o'clock is the running seconds, at 12 o'clock there's a 30-minute register, then at 6 is the 12-hour totalizer. Then you have the day and date aperture at 3 o'clock, underlined by the Baume Mercier logo. I also enjoy the minimalism in the hash marks throughout the dial. From the chrono registers to the main dial, it's simple and clean. Utilizing only the 10, 8, 4, and 2 Arabic markers keeps the dial uncluttered, and the triangular batons used elsewhere are the same ones we've seen on previous Clifton models as well as vintage references. It's not a showy dial, and you might even think it's overly simple and safe, but to some degree I think it's executed so well that it just looks easy. The Clifton 10129 comes on a black alligator strap with a butterfly deployment buckle. The strap itself is flawless. There are two reasons I'm crazy about this strap with the Clifton. First, the curved ends fit flush with the case, and I enjoy it when a watch doesn't have much of a gap between its case and band. Second, it's soft. It's padded toward the case, but then not really at all as you approach the holes and keepers. It conforms to your wrist, and it's a real joy to wear. Another minor win for the strap is that the loose end doesn't have a very pointy end to it. It's sort of chiseled flat, which I really like, and it's a bit sportier and fits the watch well. It's versatile. Although it's inspired by a lot of references that can double as dress watches, it's also sporty. Its case size is still a tad too big, and its dial has a little bit too much going on for it to be a true dress watch. However, it's perfect as an everyday casual piece, and you can dress this up or down without a second thought. The Clifton chronograph was the most time I've spent with any Baume Mercier watch before, and I have to say that I was impressed. With its legible and vintage-inspired dial, its detailed case finishing, and its butter-soft leather strap, the Baume Mercier released a fantastic overall product. While I would have preferred a case size closer to 40mm, the 43 looked good on my wrist and I enjoyed wearing the watch. At $3,800, it's priced right. That's about $1,000 less than I expected this watch to be. Most watches with the 7750 are going to be in the $1,500 to $6,000 price range. And I can't say this is a bargain, but relative to, say, a Tag Heuer Carrera Auto Chrono that retails for $5,500, you really are getting a lot more watch for your money with the Clifton chronograph.